it takes quite a bit of force for me to turn it. So something's going on here where this caliper is locking up for some reason. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to crack the brake line loose from up top. Because if I break this loose and the rotor gets easier to turn, that tells me that this hose is allowing fluid to go back up through. All right, let's see if it'll crack loose here. I don't think so. It's gonna round it off. There we go. All right, we got it cracked loose. Now let's see if this rotor's easier to turn. Nope. I can't even turn it without the wheel. All right, so anyway, that tells me that my problem is down here somewhere. Next thing I'm gonna try is I'm gonna try and break this banjo bolt loose at the other end of the brake line. So let's see if that does anything. All right, we got fluid coming out. And again, we'll try to move the rotor. Okay. All right, so that tells me that the problem is most likely not the hose. Next thing I'm going to try is a little bit of brute force. I'm going to tap on the back of this caliper here. And tap on the front just a little bit. All right. Now let's see if I can turn it. Okay, I can finally turn it. So that tells me either the caliper piston is sticking, or it could also be the slide pins. So let's take the caliper off. Okay, if I'm looking at this correctly, we just got to take this bolt off, and this one up here just pivots. So we will see. Bolt is dry. Needs a little bit of grease on it. There we go. Seems to move somewhat freely on that. Let's see if we can go ahead and take it completely off of here. Yep, that one's dry as well. Tell you what I'm going to do really quick here. Alrighty, so let's I think I'm going to try and clean these up and lube them up and see if that helps. I'm also going to clean out the bores of the caliper right here where the slide pins go. This side doesn't need to come off, I don't think, because it's moving freely. It feels like it's good and lubed up. To access this one right here so you don't tear the seal up, all you have to do is just grab it and just pull it, and it comes right off. But you can see inside of there it's dry as a bone. This is not ideal, but it's the only round brush I've got. It's a carburetor cleaning brush, but I just want to see if I can get any gunk out of there. A little bit of brake parts cleaner. All right, the fluid's clear coming out now. And for the upper slide pin, I'm just going to wipe it off here. Got a little bit of rust on it. Maybe I need to take that back to the wire wheel. All right, I'm going to hit that with the wire wheel. Much better. All right, I got that pin cleaned up on the wire wheel. I don't have any brake grease. I use some high temperature anti-seize. So let's hang this caliper back on here and see if that fixes our problem. Whoops. See, I almost forgot I got in a hurry there. Gotta put my boot back on. There we go. All right, so it's all back together. It turns very easily now. So I'm going to go back up there and put more brake pressure on the brake pedal again, and we're going to see what happens. All right, moment of truth. No, I believe we have a stuck caliper. So I don't have the parts on hand to fix it, but at least now we know what it is. So thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.